This is Kentmere 200, a brand new 200 speed black and white film from Kentmere. If you're unfamiliar with Kentmere, their parent company, Harman Technology, owns Ilford Photo, so they know a thing or two about doing this kind of stuff. Kentmere films are all made with the same standard as Ilford film, just with less silver content, allowing it to sell at a lower price point. They also make this stuff in a variety of sizes. In 35mm, you could get it in 24 or 36 exposure rolls, and also in a 100-foot bulk roll, and you could also get it in 120. And a big thanks to the fine folks over at Kentmere Ilford Harman for sending me a few rolls to test out. So what does it look like? Please ignore this. When I pulled my camera out, the dark slide decided to stay in the bag, so I accidentally blasted the ever-living crap out of this one frame. But besides that, the film itself looks good. There's no real surprises here. This is a good compromise between a 100 speed and a 400 speed film, which led me to the question, how does this compare to the other offerings from Kentmere? This is Kentmere 100, 200, and 400. All of these are shot at box speed and developed in D76 1:1. So how do these compare? At a distance and just looking at the negatives, they almost look identical. And even when you compare them to the scans, they look very similar. As the film speed gets faster, it does get grainier. It's subtle, and 120 is probably not the best format to show this off, but the grain does increase. It really shouldn't come as a surprise that the Kentmere 100 has smoother grain compared to the Kentmere 400. It's really not a surprise that these are all very similar. They're all part of the same family, but we're still comparing 3 different films at 3 different speeds. So the next question I had was, what if they met in the middle? This is Kentmere 100 pushed 1 stop to 200. This is Kentmere 200 shot at box speed and developed normally. And this is Kentmere 400 pulled 1 stop to 200. Again, looking at the negatives, they look pretty much the same. But when you get into the scans, you can see a little difference. It looks like the 100 push seems a little more contrasty, whereas the 400 pull is a little flatter. Grain-wise, they all kind of look the same, which again, kind of expected. Say what you want, but this film is very consistent. What's less consistent is what you get when you trichrome it. In the datasheet, there is no spectral sensitivity chart. And that makes me wonder, what are they trying to hide? I know this film is panchromatic, but is there more to it than that? I wonder if this could possibly even be infrared sensitive. So I slapped on an R72 filter, and this is not infrared sensitive, like not in the slightest. This is with the infrared filter on. This is me overexposing 3 stops, and this is overexposing 6 stops. There's no trace of anything on any of these frames, so yeah, it's not infrared sensitive. I mean, while I'm here, I might as well trichrome it. Beautiful. I'll freely admit that this is not some conclusive test. I only had a few rules to mess around with, and there's a lot of variables at play, so take these results with a grain of salt. But at the end of the day, it's not a bad film, and really, it doesn't matter what I think. It's always good to have more film out in the world, so I'm more than happy to support projects like these. So good on you, Kentmere. Keep it up.